I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll sing, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby.
You're watching The Spiel.
The Spiel with Angie and Julie. Are you ready for a great show?
Oh my goodness.
It is jam-packed today.
You know, we always change it up. I mean, look what we did. We're just so innovative and creative. We decided to slide over and just sit on this side of the
Is it that, or are we just lazy and we plop?
I think we just plopped.
I do
Honestly,
too.
the stool was here. We had a seat. You know, what else you do?
Well, I brought something today that I want you to help me figure out what it is. Okay?
Okay.
You've not seen it.
No, this is what's been in the grocery bag.
This
all
is the
morning?
grocery bag all morning, and I'll tell you, when I cleaned out my folks' house, when they passed and I sold their house, I found this in the gadget drawer, the kitchen gadget drawer, and for the life of me, I don't know how to use it, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it's so unique.
Oh God, it's not a hot water bottle, is it? You know about those.
No,
it's not like
it's
the
not
homemade suppositories. That's not good.
It's not the as we called it,
It's bad.
the dressing for the lettuce.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. What do you call it? Nothing.
What?
We'll talk later. Your mother got it. Your mother
You
got
did?
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom's
Okay.
here. Yeah, she
Okay.
stays here now.
Here
She
it
lives
is.
here.
What is this?
Oh, I know what that is.
What? Show me how to use this.
Wow. Well, hey, in a physician's office.
All right. Okay. No. What is this?
This could be a number of things, okay? This could be any sort of a pulverizer / drainage thing like fruit, but I don't think
you
there's
have
anything to punch down in there, right?
Yeah. You have to get like a grape or
I
an
know,
orange.
something.
You can't do. I mean, it's
A
weird.
grape? What?
Grapefruit. You didn't let me finish. You popped in. I meant grapefruit.
That's exactly what she meant. The grape. You know,
grape
I don't.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm right. I'm thinking, see these little holes here? I think there's like a plate missing, and I think it's a rice. Could be a rice strainer? No.
No.
Okay, what?
It's a juicer. It's
It's a
missing
juicer?
something. Or
they didn't drink juice.
okay. Or, you know, it could have like some other contraption in here and be like a cheese grater kind of a thingy. But
No,
then you
it's
just
not
hold it.
Feel it. It's not. It's smooth.
Hey, did you find out what it is? I mean, can this? It's a giant garlic press. My question at this point, can we really go anywhere with this segment? Do you know what it is, or is this where it's going to stop?
This is the way it's going to end. Maybe I could go on the old road show and ask him what it is and how much it's
Oh,
worth.
and how much it's worth.
Because-
or you guys can email us, because I know
Yes.
someone watching somewhere knows what this is.
What is this? Please let us know.
You know, think about it. The diet that we're on now, you know, I mean, we need to eat this portion, so we can just strain everything in here, right? Like get your vegetables. I mean, it's not going to be a lot.
Yeah.
Your
That's
2-3
great.
pieces of.
That's a great little serving.
Great
So-
little serving thing. Do not exceed this.
And then when you're done eating, close the lid, and that means stop. Right?
That's good.
Okay, you are done. Your lettuce is gone.
You're done, and we'll be right back.
Coming up next on The Spiel.
But then you're sharing lessons like this. Become the person you're intended to be. That's tough for a lot of people, you know?
It is. Small children don't have the ability to tell you when they have a problem. I'm Dr. David Israel. I'm one of our board-certified pediatricians. It is a far more personal experience here. Patients do get to know their providers. Their parents get to know the providers much better. Rather than jumping from doctor to doctor to doctor, they tend to follow along the same doctor, and a relationship is established with the families. It's one of my favorite things about practicing, not only in a rural clinic, but practicing pediatrics.
Listen to what students are saying about a quality education at Three Rivers College.
It was affordable.
It was closer to home, it's only about an hour away.
The teachers are wonderful. Being a single mom, it really helps me out.
We choose Three Rivers because Three Rivers is a very family-based type of community.
It was Three Rivers because, of course, the price, but it was closer to home too.
they get to know you and try and figure out how they can help you.
Just come to Three Rivers. It's the best place to start.
To learn more, visit trcc.edu. We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SPIELON.
We're trying to make banking as easy and painless as we can.
We have a track record of doing business well beyond the county borders.
And there have been great opportunities, in Jackson County, Williamson County, people with the foresight to take some risk and do some things.
We try to have a direct relationship with all our customers.
How's it going?
Make them feel at home. We're a hometown bank. That's what we're about.
Celebrating 100 years. Find us at DuQuoinStateBank.com.
I have had clients sit in my chair over the years and cry because their hair was so thin. And now we have a solution. Xenogen, a new hair loss product for men and women. And it's an all nutraceutical product. Your hair will start to grow back in fuller and thicker. I could not be more excited to help people that have hair loss issues and thinning issues. We are seeing really good results with this product.
In front of the Williamson County Airport in Marion, your final destination for style. Chauveau.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SPIELON.
When a work is this extensive, it's sometimes tough to know where to dive in first. Mr. William Renzulli is here with us today, and my, what a joy. I've admired your works and learning of the books today, and I think briefly asked, which came first? And you said, well, a practice, something altogether different. So let's talk a little bit about the life of, if you will.
I started out in medicine. Decided I wanted to be a physician and spent 12, 14 years pursuing that. Was certified in internal medicine.
Okay.
And opened my first practice in 1971 in Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay.
And I was just as happy as a clam could be. I used to tell people if I wasn't me, I'd be envious of me. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it lasted about 5 years.
Okay.
And then I hit the proverbial brick wall and wasn't sure what was going on and realized that I wanted to be an artist.
Isn't that something?
And I wanted to be an artist as much as I wanted to be a physician.
So at the start, was it a desire to help people? Was it a desire to...
No, I really don't know. I mean, that may sound silly, but I had no, I didn't see myself as some St. William aiding the, healing the sick.
Sure.
I just, I knew it was something I wanted to do.
To be that in tune to yourself, though, and actually listen to yourself, I think is something not many people do, and they should, because life would be a whole lot more enjoyable, wouldn't it?
If you don't, look inside, and I think you need to live life from the inside out.
That's awesome. You were sharing some of these works with us. Of course, you can go online and just Google your name, William Renzulli, and you'll find a ton of your work. This one is one I had not seen, an ER sketchbook. You're saying this is something you did during the process?
When I left my first practice.
Okay.
This was in 1981.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, I was going through, my first marriage was ending, and I was sort of a basket case.
Yeah.
So these journals that I kept in my pocket all the time are kind of a lifeline to sanity. And the emergency room was a great experience. And I did it for 4 years, that on-off thing. But those sketches were from that. And
just that you knew that you needed to keep those, that someday they would help to tell a story.
I don't know if it's, I have no humility. I just like what I do, but I love to go back and look at them, and I do.
Yeah.
I go through those books.
There's no better way to remind you of your life's experiences than something you were actually involved with at that time. Now, the other works that we've looked at here, just remarkable. You look at sketch work, and then you see something as gorgeous as, some of the other things you've done. So the mind is just, there are no limitations within you, I can tell.
I have a hard time putting light bulbs in our 12-foot ceiling over the counter. There are some limitations.
Oh, we found the limitation.
My head is not too far off the ground, so but no, I like to do different things. I get very bored, and
wow.
I like to have more than one thing going on at one time.
The landscapes are beautiful. I mean, are you just trying to share with an audience where you've been and what you've done?
Most of the landscapes are imaginative.
Okay.
I just kind of create, some are literal, even the ones that are specific places. I don't paint literally.
That looks like a picture.
It's in New York City. What does it say?
Yep,
It's a circle.
it's
It's
Union Square.
Union Square.
New York City.
In New York City. I don't know why they call it Union Square, because it's a huge round circle. And that was probably done in the mid-'80s.
Wow. Unreal. And all of this, how long do you spend with a piece? Can you produce something like this fairly quickly, or does it take you a while?
No, because I work very helter-skelter.
There you go. That's awesome. So from the works, from the paintings, from the drawings, the sketches, you have to start to put down some words, some messaging, and you've done that.
I had only been in practice 9 years.
Wow.
And so it was very difficult.
Lucrative physician's life to, they always say the starving artist and struggling artist.
Someone asked me, or said to me, you really know where to go where the money is, don't you? I've really fractured my career, but I had an itch that I had to scratch.
Yeah.
But it was the smartest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And that, like the first practice, I was, again, just really delighted, but that lasted about 5 years. And then 9.5 years later, we were on our way to Paducah.
But then you're sharing lessons like this, become the person you're intended to be. That's tough for a lot of people,
It is. I think I read somewhere, and I can't remember who they were referring to. I thought they were referring to Thomas Merton, but I found out later they weren't. Someone made a statement that described someone as saying no one was less afraid of his destiny. And that got me thinking, you think of destiny as a term that's applied to great heroic figures, not to yourself. But I think we all have a destiny, and I think we all have it in us, and it's just, the fortunate ones, circumstances perhaps or whatever, but they manage to find that.
They act on it.
And act on it.
Claim your destiny, that's a title. And then this, remain open to change, do not be afraid. And boy, so many people are. How cool it would be if people would act on those opportunities. Some people may call them whims, some people may call them frivolous, or, but it's who you are.
Well, I think it's difficult. There are these opportunities, in our lifetime. I think the greater the opportunity, the smaller the window. And then it dawned on me that if I failed, nobody was going to chain me to a tree and come after me with a chainsaw.
No.
I don't think.
No, they haven't yet.
And so you just do it, And you look at choices you make as not good or bad, but whether they work or don't work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, where do you go from here? Is there another itch?
No, I'm doing more and more writing now.
Okay.
And I'm trying to leave some stuff for my children, although, they'll probably roll their eyes and say, oh, Dad's at it again, but.
I think it's wonderful. I really do. Because how many times do you see the author is a physician and an artist, doing what he loves. Good for you. Well, thank you very much. Anything else you want to share with us before you go?
No, I'm delighted to be here. This has been most interesting.
Yeah, very enlightening. Pleasure to meet you. Again, thank you so much. Sure. William Renzulli, you need to find him for a multitude of reasons. I guess if you have an illness, he could help you. If you have a niche for art, he could help you. And now the written word. Good for you. All right, and we'll be right back.
People were willing to listen to this crazy idea that we had.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that if we hadn't put in that work for 10 years, then it would have been dismissed.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
There's a place that's tucked away from it all, where around every corner awaits something new. Every venue something different. Something for everyone. It's a place for quiet afternoons and joyous celebrations. A place for family, music, and food. This place isn't some exclusive resort. No, this is your Walker's Bluff.
I decided to be a nurse because I have a passion for helping people.
Three Rivers College is the smart choice. We offer quality education at an affordable price.
And you get the full college experience.
I think it's a good foundation. They do have a really good nursing program, which is very competitive.
Three Rivers College is small enough to know your name.
Hello, I'm Shataria Fly, and success starts here at Three Rivers College.
Find out which location is closest to you by going to trcc.edu.
I lived in Atlanta. I went to medical school in Chicago, and I would choose rural practice over big city practice any day.
I got the GI Bill and went to school on that, and came back to my home community, and that's where I've been ever since. People have known us and trusted us for many years, and we're going to continue to provide excellent quality health care.
You know, the convenience, everyone's very knowledgeable.
I just love taking care of people because I like people and feel that's my God-given talent and want to use my talent to serve others.
The Spiel is a who's who of, well, anyone, and today it's Ed Musselman. He's here to talk about a number of things in just a brief little chat here. There's so many things I want to ask you about. Number one, when somebody's in on the ground floor of development and you make things happen in a community, people get excited. Do you feel that tie, Ed, to Paducah and wanting to do something in that area?
Absolutely. In Paducah, you know, we came across this fantastic opportunity, and my wife and I, you know, have been doing this together, and we knew that it was a great potential development project.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to buy a building that we thought a lot of.
Sure.
Put something really neat in it, and then convince Paducah how great it was.
And build it and they will come.
That's right.
Right.
And so we really felt like the buzz that was created from people in and out was about as substantial as it was going to get, which was fine.
Yeah.
Whenever the sold sign hit the hit the front lawn there, it was pretty intense. And we quickly realized that, you know, this is Paducah's community. This is their landmark.
That's right.
The whole concept of us creating something that we thought was great and then having to convince the community of what it meant was just completely naive. And it's quite the opposite. They're convincing us of really how great it is.
We're talking about the old Coke plant there in Paducah. We actually have one in DuQuoin, Illinois as well. There's something about the nostalgia of those buildings, and boy, they were way ahead of their time in the day when they built these facilities, don't you think?
Absolutely. And actually made recent contact with the Terrazzo installer's grandson.
Okay.
And Kino Rosa Tile Company. It was an Italian immigrant to Louisville in 1900. This gentleman started doing terrazzo work, just tremendous terrazzo skills. He did the Coke plant in 1939 there in Paducah.
Wow.
And so I reached out to his grandson. His grandson did not know it existed.
Really?
His grandson had taken over his grandfather's business in the 70s and 80s. And he said the cast-in-place terrazzo staircase that we have in the rotunda, the entranceway, was not even possible by the time he took over the company. So that skill, that state-of-the-art craftsmanship was actually lost. It became impossible by the time this gentleman took his grandfather's company over years later. So
that's, you know, it has to be exciting, this property, this undertaking, because you mentioned that you and your wife have been buying small properties, single family homes for what, 10 years or so. Is it because you stayed up late that night and you saw the couple that had made millions of dollars and you guys knew you could do it together? Or
you know, actually we were buying our first home to live in. And we did that in, I guess, 2004, small home, and we said, well, that was easy. All right, let's do it again. Let's rent this one out. So the frustration and not giving up and making just a little forward progress. And, you know, it wasn't glamorous being a landlord for 10 years, but whenever the right opportunity came up that this landmark was available, people were willing to listen to this crazy idea that we had. Whereas I think that if we hadn't put in that work for 10 years, then it would have been dismissed.
Absolutely. You know, I wish that more people, if you have a little bit of money and you see an opportunity and you can invest in your community, in your street, just in your little neighborhood, my goodness, what a difference it would make.
Absolutely.
It really
Absolutely.
would.
It's amazing. I enjoy the home brew and I enjoy craft beer, but I also wanted to create an authentic experience. We wanted to make it to where it was legitimate. It was a craft brewery that would stand in Asheville, North Carolina.
There you go.
That would be welcomed in Colorado.
That's really cool. Is this the starting of another Sam Adams? I mean, you guys going to be that big, go that far, that wide?
You know, I think that you wouldn't really be a good craft brewery if you started out with that intent. So
start small and then grow into that, perhaps.
Start small. Again, you know, where it goes from there is up to the customer.
Absolutely.
Not to the brewer.
You know, in Illinois, we've had great success on the wine trail and individuals being very competitive. And just yesterday, we were having a conversation with someone who's noticed, and you're obviously one of these, the need for that craft beer. There's that whole other sector of people that perhaps do not appreciate wine, but boy, would they enjoy that.
Right. We think that this is going to be a start of something great that, you know, outside of Paducah, I mean, Paducah will, you know, hopefully there's 1 becomes 2, becomes 5, 6. And then extend into Southern Illinois, extend into eastern parts of, I mean, there's some breweries doing extremely well in Lexington, Louisville right now. And, you know,
but you're right, it has to be good.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, I like to ask guests this, not to put you on the spot, but there's something that drives and motivates each of us every single day to do whatever it is that we do. For you, is it the quest? Is it the kill? Is it what is it for you that makes you tick and makes you want to get up every day and go out there and do what it is that you do?
That's a really good question. I mean, I don't feel like I'm put on the spot too often, but that really is a tough question.
Yeah. You mentioned having little ones. Do you want them to look up to you?
My wife and I enjoy what we do, and we enjoy doing it together, and we enjoy what we're doing to build for our children, and hopefully teach our children in a manner that where they understand what we're doing and appreciate it.
Coming up next on The Spiel. July 2014 featured a Civil War encampment that gave visitors a glimpse of life in the 1860s.
My journey started 20 years ago when I got pregnant for the first time, and I thought, okay, there's some things that need to be different. You know, so it kind of made me aware that I needed to change some things. And then as I had more children, you just start
more
having,
children. How many children will you do?
I have 7 children.
7, and this is 8.
8, yes.
8 is on the way.
Yes.
To find out more about The Spiel or even watch past episodes, visit spielon.com.
This is a day I've looked forward to for many years. Our family's been very blessed over the years, and we chose this day to share our blessings. We're very pleased today to offer this check to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
For more than a century, Farmer State Bank has been finding ways to serve you better.
St. Jude's Children's Hospital would like to give them a check also.
Let us show you how no one serves you better. Farmer State Bank.
I am a reading instructor at Three Rivers. I try to get to know my students outside of the classroom. I do believe in it, and I believe in everything the instructors are doing here.
It's a really good education. I've learned a lot in the time I have here. So far, it's been a really good experience.
The instructors are very much one-on-one. They make themselves available to the students all the time.
Success starts.
Success starts.
Success starts
At Three Rivers
College. Success does start at Three Rivers College.
Fitness is a way of life for me. It is my passion. At the Den Fitness Center, we offer a lot of different programs. We have a 15-week program when it comes to personal training. Build their muscle, build their strength, we chart your progress, and we get results. We guarantee anybody that trains with us 30 pounds in 15 weeks if they listen to us. You can go to any gym, but a gym's just a gym. We're not your average gym, we're a family. I teach people to live again.
The historic Marbold Farmstead is a famous landmark near Greenview, Illinois. In its glory days, the mansion reigned over 4,000 acres and included many buildings. The original house was built in 1850 by John Marbold, a German immigrant and prominent Greenview farmer and businessman. The home was later enlarged in the 1880s by his son, H.H. Marbold.
The really interesting part, too, is that he encouraged German immigration, sponsored people to come to farm, and that helped those people then to be able to buy their own farms and create their own life stories as well. This farmstead is an important part of the central Illinois area. We're going to lose a piece of the farming and farm life circa 1900, and that's what we want to hold on to and pass that on to future generations as well as to present to those currently here.
Unfortunately, time has taken its toll on the house and outbuildings. The good news is that through the work of a local citizens group, the Historic Marbold Association, efforts are underway to raise funds to restore the old mansion to its original glory. Each summer, the group hosts a second Sunday series in June, July, and August that features people in period clothing and includes lectures, tours, activities such as reenactments, plays, a major antique show, wagon rides, food, and much more. This video presents a brief tour of the home, the grounds, and some of the activities that draw many people to the farmstead each summer. We start the season in June with a major antique show.
Okay, this is our second annual Marbold Farmstead Antique Show. We are pleased to have a lovely day. We have 17 vendors. We have dealers set up in the house. We have a large tent and a smaller tent. We offer food at our site. We're watching people shopping and buying. We also offer period craftsmen that come and demonstrate basket making, rug weaving. We have a wonderful hat maker. We have a lady who has made homemade soaps, a spinner and weaver, and a quilter. All of those period crafts that are no longer present that people can see demonstrated as they participate today in our antique show.
The show features country primitives, furniture, textiles, pottery, and Americana furniture pieces. You'll find unique items including vintage toys, folk art, quilts, and much more. It's a great event for vendors wishing to show and sell their wares, and for visitors to get some great deals. While here, you'll enjoy freshly grilled food and enjoy being out in the fresh air on a beautiful grounds. You'll have a chance to see some local artisans at work making their crafts and sharing their stories in between. It's a great place to buy some handmade products and to meet the artists.
Right now what I'm doing is just making it into yarn, and the yarn I'll take 2 of these strands to put together, and then I'll either make a scarf, I might weave something with it, knit, crochet it, and it'll have some different textures and that, because unfortunately sometimes that happens, and have a sweater that, by today's standards, you know, you get it ready-made and they're $300, but just doing the spinning and weaving, it's just, if you get it straight off the sheet, your time and effort's all you got into it.
July 2014 featured a Civil War encampment that gave visitors a glimpse of life in the 1860s from the viewpoint of Civil War soldiers. There were original artifacts from the period on display, and they demonstrated tough times and what it took to survive. Reenactors told stories and showcased their clothing, gear, and campsite life. Demonstrations informed and educated the crowds, especially the soldiers on horseback, who talked about life during the battle campaigns and their activities in between.
We would ride 25 to 30 miles a day, and let me tell you, put your leg up, cross it over, and you get your hands on, and for 2 hours I slept just doing this.
August featured a stage production of One Grand Old Lady, written by one of our most popular area residents, Ken Bradbury. The play was about the founding Marbold family and was presented on the porch of the home based on A Letter to My Grandson, Jonathan Small, written by Margaret Marbold Aninga.
Bringing in the seas, bringing in the seas.
Local actors were in a reader's theater format, which meant that all the actors read their scripts. Also during the day, many enjoyed a tour of the grounds in a wagon pulled by a local farmer. Second Sunday is a summertime event that you won't want to miss, and each season features new activities and events, so be sure to be part of the fun and the history. Funds raised during the antique show, reenactment, plays, and monthly events are used to continue the preservation and restoration of the farmstead, as well as to further the goal of creating a living history farm that can be enjoyed each year by young and old alike. To check out upcoming activities or learn more about the farm, please check out their website. We hope to see you soon for a walk in the country and a step back in time at the historic marbled farmstead. Winter is a time of rest, and things are pretty much the same as they were 10 years before Abraham Lincoln was elected president. His beloved New Salem was about an hour's ride on horseback, and Springfield was only a couple of hours. Soon, things will spring back to life, and we'll start it all over again. Reporting from the historic marbled farmstead, I'm Dan Williams. Back to you, Angie and Julie.
Did you teach yourself how to play the sax?
Absolutely, yeah. My mother drove my mother crazy. I eventually back on a very old Pan-American silver saxophone, which is probably some were vintage around the 20s or somewhere around that. And I used to go in the bathroom and play it in the bathroom because I liked the echo sound.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm, and we're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. And we're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
We provide the facilities in the areas that are most needed.
The doctors here are very caring.
It's not just a kid that you treat, it's the whole entire family.
It doesn't matter how much you have or what you don't have. We will find a place and a way to take care of you.
We do work closely with some drug manufacturing companies to help provide patients with medications that they otherwise could not afford.
Take care of you the best we can.
We are community-based, community-served, and we take community pride in what we do.
I love our bank.
Have a good day. We have a free checking account that includes a free debit card, free online banking, free mobile banking, and free bill pay.
A lot of times there's things that we can change because we get feedback from customers.
We're available 7 days a week.
It works out really well, especially for our business customers, to go get change and make their deposits.
Celebrating 100 years.
I've stayed here because they are good to work for.
Find us at DuQuoinStateBank.com.
My name is Brian Williams. I teach 2 of the online courses in the Marine Technology Department. It's a 2-year degree, so they're able to complete their courses while they're out on the river, and then they can progress in their degree program. Anytime you can attach a college degree, it makes your services a lot more valuable. This college really works with each individual. The return out of your investment is well worth the effort.
And we're here spieling it in our Southside kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms. Danielle Taylor is our guest today. Get healthy for life. And you know what? I'm just healthier looking at all this stuff. I feel healthier.
Yeah, you do.
And you actually live this way, which is fantastic. You know, once you cleanse the body, cleanse the mind.
Yes.
You're just a wealth of everything.
Yes. You're going to find boxes of potatoes, boxes of beans, boxes of everything.
Yeah.
I buy nothing like eaches anymore.
Awesome.
It's all, so whatever I buy for the store, I bring it home in bulk for the house.
Yeah. Let's talk about the store. Get Healthy for Life. Where is that located?
Anna, Illinois.
See that? Anna has a lot of little nice
under
finds.
under the radar. Yes.
All right, what are we going to do here today?
Okay, we and every day at the store that I'm open, Wednesday through Friday, I do lunches, and this is pretty much what we do a lot for our dinners. Is we make something with a gumption that has a good base, which is sweet potatoes, and here's my sweet potatoes, if I cannot get certified organic, which I do this when I can, and I buy it in bulk and have it shipped to me, then I always try to go local. I always try to get my local people who are doing not certified organic, but if they are eco-friendly and they are living with a conscience and they're glorifying God in their practices, I want to bring them into the store. I want to feature their food. So these are local sweet potatoes. Okay, so this is my chopper every day. This is what I do. But basically, we chop up the sweet potato.
Man, sweet potatoes, that right there alone, look at the nutrients in those.
Yeah, because it's bright orange. I've even made sweet potato, I've even thrown whole raw sweet potatoes in my smoothies. We do the beautiful chopped, and I did this ahead of time, really beautiful chopped, thin, I try to do it as thin as possible, the red cabbage. It just adds a real nice crunch, and it goes with, it gives a nice accent to the starch.
Yes.
And the wonderful thing about sweet potatoes is they're not going to make you fat. I have a lot of people that just run the other way from carb dense. These are nutrient dense. These are good for you. And then I chopped up some wonderful onions.
That smells fantastic. That'll make people run for the kitchen faster than anything. Is peppers and onions.
Oh, it's delicious. And we do these raw most of the time. We mix them in with the cucumbers. Yeah. And then
you have two peppers in there, like a yellow.
Yeah, I have yellow and red and orange. And so then I take my other blade, and we do some smaller dicing. And this makes my life so much easier.
Yes.
Because with it I can get tons of dicing, and it's very pretty. It looks nice.
Are those fresh jalapenos?
No, these are some local Italian peppers that I got.
Really?
Yes, they're beautiful. And so then you're just chopping, and these are so easy. I throw these in for the pot for stock.
Okay.
I don't try to seed them and go through all that.
Are we rolling up the deliciousness?
We are definitely bringing some deliciousness on here.
It's a party. It's a festive.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I love it. We do carnival wraps, just anything that kind of put a little bit of oil on the wrap so that it gets a nice chewy texture.
Just right on the thing like that?
Oh yeah, I'm old school. Yeah. My grandmother's from
until it goes
from Mexico City. They migrated from Spain, and this is the way we did all the tortillas.
That's awesome. See, you know what you're doing. That helps.
Yes. So
I mean, with the hummus.
We
want all the other good ingredients there. I mean, you hit my favorites. You've got what again? The green olives.
Yes, it's artichokes and green olives with a few other choice, wonderful top secret spices. Basically, just so that you get a little inside look at when you're going to make this food, because anybody can do it. I mean, everything I just used is really basically. You can get this. You can go to the grocery store today, buy it. And you're just literally going to chop up your vegetables, a little bit of oil, just to move it around the pan. I am a super, super picky chef. No sugar in my food. So when I just use a tiny bit of oil just to move it around the pan. And then when it starts to get kind of, add your little spices. Sometimes, and everything that I'm using today, I carry at the store. You're just putting a little bit of Greek spices in here. Some roasted red pepper spices. Just kind of gives you a little bit of, bite. And if you like things super spicy, throw in a jalapeno. Throw in a Anaheim pepper. I mean, whatever you want to do.
Is this the finished product?
That is the finished product. And
how long did that cook for, would you say?
I would say this is probably a 15-minute deal, 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
Prep really doesn't take that long when you have all the ingredients. The key to a healthy lifestyle is to make sure that you keep all your ingredients on hand. So we're just literally, this is the beautiful, this is what things look like. And then you dress it up real beautiful with some lovely red cabbage.
Now, I don't think at this point you could roll it. I think you eat it.
Oh,
you eat it open face?
would be surprised
Really?
at what I can get in a wrap. You're putting your beautiful, yeah. So you've got, then we do a special house dressing every day. And like I say, all the seasonings and the dressings and things are from scratch.
Oh my.
And yeah.
That looks good. What's in there?
That is got, well, we have a ranch type seasoning that is great, and we use a vegan mayonnaise.
Okay.
And you could, if you're just not interested in doing anything too radical, and you just saw this, and you're like, oh, I have to eat this. Get some ranch, some Greek yogurt, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
It's all, salsa, if you just didn't want to do anything else. There's a lot you can do. But anything that I have here is available at the store.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the beautiful. Now, if you come in and dine in at my place, this is what I'm going to serve you, just like this. But if you are ordering out, yeah, I will wrap this sucker up.
Wrap it up.
Oh yeah, I will wrap it up. I will shake it out, and we will get that thing, and then I will put foil. I'll wrap it up in foil, and there you go. Yeah. So and this one's a good.
That's a hefty one. That's a burrito as big as your head kind of a thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And and I grew up living in Chicago where you went for a burrito, you got food. And then I was like, oh my gosh, where's all the food around here? And I'm like, I need food. So we make it big. We want people to be full.
So they won't be hungry. When we come back, we're going to sample, and also I think a smoothie treat's in the works. All right, we'll be right back.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm, and we're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. And we're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
We had the wish to build a beautiful garden. I was directed to go over to the Farmers State Bank.
The bank was quite helpful. What impressed me back then, and still, is the fact that they didn't come across as bankers, but as entrepreneurs.
And I know their motto is no one serves you better, but sometimes I send them back an email and say, that was such wonderful service, so thank you.
With Miss, I think we're going to be best friends now.
I know, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Danielle, and you have the name of your store again?
Get Healthy for Life.
Just Get Healthy for Life. I mean, that's what I'm doing right here. I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to get healthy while you're making a
smoothie. Yes, this is one of our exotic, wonderful smoothies because pineapple is so anti-inflammatory and it's so pro-digestion. And so I always tell people that, if you really want a good healing going on in their bodies, to just start eating pineapple every day. Raw pineapple is our friend, and greens. We need greens. They're the closest composition chlorophyll to our blood. So they're blood builders, they're protein, they're detoxers, they're happy body part, cleaners, and all the things that we want to have in a smoothie. And then I use a little drink packet that I sell at the store. It's wonderful. We just add it for flavor. It's a stevia base, doesn't have any sugar in it. Okay. It's a lemonade, like acai type packet, and it's just to give a little bite. You don't have to have it, but it's nice because you promote it and then people are like, oh, I love that, and kids like it. Then I also use a raw powdered coconut milk, which is just magnificent. It's got a lot of good fats in it and lauric acid, and it's antifungal, and it's just good for all the digestion, and it kind of gives a creamy aspect to the smoothie. A lot of times people like frozen, they like a more cold thing, so we use frozen fruit at the store for our smoothies. And then we just do a tropical mix. If someone requests something specific, and we try to do seasonal smoothies too when we can. So, like we had a creamy pumpkin smoothie, and like the apples are in right now, and so we're doing green apple smoothies. Oh, yeah, and sometimes we add some chocolate. Okay, so we never use, like I say, we don't use anything with chemicals in it. So we use this is actually fresh water from my well. Dump it all in. You're not going to have any chunks of pineapple. You're not going to have any chunks of green stuff. It's going to be completely homogenized, which is what you want when you have a smoothie. Because you just want your body to be able to absorb it and give you all that you need. And so that's what we do at home and at the shop. We just believe in deliciousness all the way around.
Oh my. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
They need to come see you at
Get Healthy for Life. Yep, I'm on 128 West Davie Street. I'm just tucked in right next to the tracks in downtown Anna.
Well, you've been a joy. Bring number 8 when you can announce 9.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no! No! I'm going to find some really good cooking shows.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You were an absolute joy.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.
Chef, and I'd love to cook with you. So join me for some groovy grub that is healthy too. Super fab and delish for the whole family. But don't freak out when you see your kids eat broccoli. Can you dig it? May not be no Rachel Ray, Paula Deen, or Bobby Flay, but I got recipes that rock from chilling and grilling to in a crock pot. My motto is simple, it's grub and groove. I want you to eat, but I want you to move. Life is a dance, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. But get up and move, just get up and go. Say no to diets and deprivation. Say yes to food and celebration. With my meals, your weight will fall. Keep your belly full, but your booty small. We all can't be the true breadwinner, but stop, slow down, smell the bread, enjoy dinner. I love chopping, bopping, salad tossing, spicing, dicing, lots of slicing. Spice it high or spice it low, just make it yours, that's how you roll. Garlic, chipotle, EVOO, basil, thyme, oregano. Sear and poach and fry or bake, simmer, saute, marinate. Tex-Mex, Italian, Greek, Chinese, whatever your poison, I aim to please. Veggies, fruit, meat, seafood, a melting pot of all things good. No one likes to be hungry, and on that point we can't agree. We all gotta drink and we all gotta eat, so embrace the variety of food at your feet. Listen up, y'all, here's the real deal. Let's come together over a great meal. Take care of you, it ain't no craze. Healthy ways equals happy days. So kiss the cook, keep a smile on your face. Have table talk and always say grace. Ciao for now.
Watch the Healthy Hippie Chef on The Spiel.
I worked at a factory and I'm actually a dislocated worker. I went to school right after high school, but I took a very long break and I'm coming back.
Three Rivers College is small enough to know your name,
but big enough to start your future.
We offer quality education at an affordable price.
And you get the full college experience.
My name is Natasha Seal and success starts at Three Rivers College.
Find out which location is closest to you by going to trcc.edu.
I lived in Atlanta. I went to medical school in Chicago, and I would choose rural practice over big city practice any day.
And, got the GI Bill and went to school on that, and came back to my home community, and that's where I've been ever since. People have known us and trusted us for many years, and we're going to continue to provide excellent quality health care.
You know, the convenience, everyone's very knowledgeable.
I just love taking care of people because I like people and feel that's my God-given talent and want to use my talent to serve others.
I can truly say the relationship needs to matter. It's not just the loan, it's adding value.
We are passionate about our customers and we want to take an active part in their life.
Good relationships is the sound basis. It's earned and over time.
Whatever it takes to satisfy that customer. It's not just a loan, it's a relationship.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you. You're watching The Spiel.
The shows just keep getting better. They really, really do. You know what? Today was, whew.
Can I say something real quick, too? I just got to say this.
Well, you looked at my hair when you asked that. So
no, it's not. You were doing this with your little ties.
I always do.
Ties. Everyone asks me. You're always.
I am fidgety.
No, it's your clothes. It's your clothes, your ties.
Well,
are you nervous?
No.
You cannot be nervous.
No, I'm not
How
nervous at
many
all.
years were you in front of a camera?
I'm not. You want to tell me what it is?
What?
I'm a little embarrassed.
Cause?
Well, you know, when you feel like you've put on weight, right? You're just covering it up. Because I remember doing this like when I was pregnant. It was so funny with my jackets on the news set. You know, I'd pull it too and button it and stuff. All of a sudden,
that's where you're wrong.
My 10-pound baby goes, no, I don't think so.
No, it was like this. Let me show you. On the news, when you were doing, and you were pregnant, it was like stretched right there.
There was no hiding.
No,
he was like, he made his debut early on, didn't he? I think that's what it is. I'm just covering up right now, but not to worry. Body by Brent. You heard of him? Brent Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had him on the show. He's whipping me into shape.
You know what I hear? He's hard.
He is hard.
And if you mess up at all,
that's not true.
You're gone.
No, that's not true.
No, he's hard. He's hardcore.
He's very hard, but you know he's helped people lose people. Like one gal
Jennifer
was 400
Taylor.
pounds down to like 200, losing like 150 pounds.
She has lost so much, and then continues with the great Zumba class.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've got to go more. I mean, he has this big location now on Route 13 in Carterville, the Den. That's all it is, the Den. You know, I mean, he works you. I'm not kidding you. He told me,
if you're not sore, you ain't doing it right. He told me.
Yeah. If you're sitting on the pot, he wants you cussing him. If you're trying to step up and walk, he wants you just cussing him. Yeah. So just give me some time, because when I'm thin, I won't even wear anything.
You ain't gonna be doing this no more. And
no.
Okay. All right. Got a word today?
I do have a word. Actually, Ashley gave me a word.
She's
good like that. What's the code, Ashley? I mean, you lock me out every single week.
1037.
Okay, now everybody knows Ashley's code.
If
it's
you
a
find
new one.
Ashley's phone laying around,
you'll know it because it's got Little Mermaid or whatever that is on the back. What is that? Oh, that's Julie. She was.
I didn't know you used my picture.
Fantastic.
You didn't ask
How
permission.
Did you find that? That summer at the beach.
I am so embarrassed.
She was. I mean, you're. Oh, I don't know. You might be a little older than 10
I
years.
still have the bra.
You do, the bra or the swimsuit? I don't know.
The swimsuit.
You choose your imagination.
All right.
All right. This is good. How do we pronounce it again? Calipagian?
I know what it is.
Calipagian. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Calypsian. Calypsian. That's better.
Oh, well, I don't know what it is.
Calypsian.
That's
you know
music.
what it is. No, that's calypso.
Oh.
Calypsian. What is that?
No, if she would have said Calipagian, I thought it's something you do on a horse.
Gallopagin. That's Gallopagin.
But you don't say it that way, apparently.
No, it's Calipagian. All right. All right. Does it pronounce it for you? Let me see. I don't think it does. But anyway, it's
careful, you'll lose the code.
I did Calipagian, and it's a big. I lost it. But
well,
you know
it
what
looks
it
like
is?
your.
What's the definition?
Shapely buttocks.
Shapely buttocks, right? So there's a reason I'm covering, tucking, because I got one of those.
You know what? I wish that you could go to the Den.
What?
Lose what you want to lose.
What?
But you got to keep your booty.
Oh, I'm going to keep it.
That's a great booty. I mean, when you look at her,
she does know.
It is.
She does know.
It's a great booty. Look at Kim Kardashian's booty.
Now, why did you bring her? This is a family show.
Because you were talking about buttocks before.
Buttocks.
Before we had buttocks. Anyway, I compare your buttocks with Kim's.
You do? See, that's just
People
wrong.
like it. People like it.
I guess. You said you had something else that you wanted to bring out, or you think we touched on everything today?
I touched on everything I need to touch on.
You did? Including my rounded buttocks.
We got to say it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Calipalian? What is it? Calipsian? Calipsian. Calypsian. Like the gin C.
Remember, it's syllables.
Calypsian. Okay. You ready? Mm-hmm.
There's 2 syllables.
I don't want to split it. It's harder to go.
G. N.
Calypsian. Thank you. Calypsian.
Calypsian.
Large buttocks. Round, shapely buttocks.
There's a difference.
Don't know if you'll ever use that. See, that's what this segment was designed to give you words you could use. I don't know if you should be using that in the workplace or school or any place.
Is it a noun?
It's
no,
a
it's
thing.
an adverb.
It's a shapely, an adverb?
Yeah.
It would be.
That's what I meant.
Oh, it would be an adjective.
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
No, it would be.
It's a, yeah.
Unless it's the shapely buttocks, then it's a thing.
Well, you know what? We had a phone that worked. We'd know.
Yeah. Thanks, Ashley. Thanks for that. Well, thanks so much for watching, and you can find us SPIELon.com, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. What else? We're not on any.
We
of
are
those,
on the back of phones
That's
too.
That's right, baby. Until next time.
Explore an ever-expanding variety of wholesome, locally grown foods when you shop Illinois, where fresh is. For more information, visit illinoiswherefreshis's.com.
To have it all without spending all that you have, you've got to look your best for less. That's why this mama is bargain savvy, so you don't have to be. But most of all, I love sharing DIY tips and tricks that can simplify your life and natural remedies that you can use every day. So each week I'll feature brilliant ideas that you can use, all to help you have it all without spending all that you have. For more tips and tricks, visit mamasaurus.com.
The Spiel, Saturdays at 11 on Fox 23.
There's a place that's tucked away from it all, where around every corner awaits something new, every venue something different, something for everyone. It's a place for quiet afternoons and joyous celebrations, a place for family, music, and food. This place isn't some exclusive resort. No, this is your Walker's Bluff.